The biscuit is in the basket. Yeah. This worked on it. It's definitely worth it for some fresh tuna steaks. Burn, baby, burn. So there you have it, the All-American Tuna Burger. You'd swear you were eating a real hamburger. All right, so we're in business here. We just rolled out. We're at the northwest corner of the dump. We're about 25, 30 miles south of Martha's Vineyard. Got 6 lines in the water. It's been blowing like stink for the past week, so nobody's been fishing. We have no reports, nothing to go by, so we're kind of blindfolded right now. But we're gonna start here, work our way south, and hopefully find some tuna.
My go-to trolling spread for bluefin south of the Vineyard is a 7-rod spread. I want to keep it simple and I want to keep everything in that spread clean and well presented. So I'll have 2 ballyhoo on Joe shoots long, probably 100 yards back. And I use heavy Joe shoots. I use 8-ounce Joe shoots because I want them down in the water and swimming as opposed to flopping. In front of that, on my short riggers, I have 2 green machine type of bars. One's typically a dark bar, maybe a purple bar, and the other will be more of a bright bar, either a green bar or a rainbow bar. Inside that on my transom, I have a Nomad plug on one side, a DTX 220, that's gonna swim down 20 feet. I don't think color matters on that, it's shape and presentation. And then on the other corner off my transom, I'm gonna have a jet head, maybe a Melton Cherry jet or a large green machine or tuna clone. Down the middle, I like something with some splash, either a popping black bar lure, 9-inch small little thing, or maybe as the case we have today, we'll have a bird chain with a small lure behind it.
I forgot about the leash. I gotta come back.
Cool.
Wave or weed?
There's a fish on there. Fish on. Yeah, clear this one.
Is it gone or?
No, it's on there.
Oh yeah. First bluefish. Get the smoker in.
That is a big bluefish.
Big boy.
Holy bluefish. Well, we got our first fish of the day, but unfortunately it's a bluefish. That is a big bluefish though. It's actually the biggest bluefish I've seen in a while. Need to recrimp that.
Yeah.
We got another bluefish.
Is that a bluefish? You got hit when I turned? Well, one more and I'm running.
Another greaser.
It ended up being a long, grueling day as we trolled south all the way to the shipping lanes. We found a weird-looking weather station and a dozen or so mola molas, but other than that, it was a long steam through a vast, lifeless ocean.
See all that bait that just showed up? See, is that moving water all fish? See the moving water? See that? Is that?
Fish on!
Yes!
Fish on!
Nice job, man. Thank you.
You want to fight him? Take it.
Inside.
Ow!
Inside clear. I'm gonna have to stop the boat for that. You know that. Yeah, thank you. Always clear the inside. And then the outside you'll worry about afterwards. I'm gonna stop the boat in about 3 seconds, Mike. Mike, thank you.
Yes, all right.
Dirty water bluefin. Every time, get away from the clear water, go back into the crappiest water you can find. That's where the bluefin are. Every time.
All right, so we've been out here south of the Vineyard, fishing an area known as the Dump. It's really been a grind of a day. Got out here about 10 o'clock this morning. Haven't seen hardly anything, hardly any birds, no whales, no porpoises. It's really been a dead ocean. About 4 o'clock now, we were starting to work our way back. Had a knockdown on one of the spreader bars, and we're hoping it's the bluefin tuna. I'm pretty sure that's what we got here. And we're getting fairly close to the end game here.
Probably if it's a bar, we'll need to leader it up the last
Yeah, I can lead her.
8 or 10 feet. Should see it coming up soon.
With the rainbow spreader
Rainbow
bar.
spreader bar.
See some fish, nice
Little
bluefin.
bluefin.
You
Not
got
much
color.
one, but he'll do. It's a little better than the last couple.
The biscuit is
All
in the
right.
basket. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
This works, Connor.
BBL. Yeah. He's going.
Here we have
Successful trip.
the successful capture of a bluefin tuna. I really was about ready to give up mentally. It's been a really super slow day. But that's probably a good 50-pound fish. Get some meat in the box.
But the water turned cool, dropped a degree about 2 miles up into it, and that's where we started seeing more life.
Nice work on the rod, Quite. You made short work of that guy.
Oh yeah.
Nice fish.
Show us that plate.
So the first thing we're gonna do is, I always like to give my fish as quick and ethical of a kill as possible. So we're gonna spike them right in the brain here. And then we're gonna wanna make an incision right behind the pectoral fin. You don't need to go that deep. There's an artery there, and we wanna do this as quick as possible. We'll do this on both sides. And that's gonna really get the blood pumping out of this fish, which is gonna make the meat taste a whole lot better. Anytime a fish is suffering, they build up lactic acid, and the lactic acid has a negative effect on the quality of the meat. So with any fish, but especially tuna, you wanna make as quick and ethical of a kill as possible. Tuna fishing is never a guarantee. You know, it's a big ocean. You get out here. There hasn't been any boats fishing within the past week. The winds have been cranking, so we really had no reports to follow. Kind of came out here blind. Even the sea temperature charts that we had looked at the night before, everything had changed. We had a north wind, really turned over all the warm water, but we grounded out. Finally got a nice, young, delicious bluefin tuna.
This might be fish or bait. I got something in front of us at 30 yards, 50 yards. See it all? See the bait? That's all bait.
So we sent the drone up, and apparently I'm not very good at retrieving drones. It's definitely worth it for some fresh tuna steaks.
So the first thing I did last night when I got home is I took all those big hunks of tuna and I wrapped them in paper towels. And there's two things I believe to really making tuna last longer in the fridge. First is you want to keep it in big pieces. You don't want to cut this up into steaks until you need to. The second thing that I'm a big believer, and I now do this with all my fish, is I wrap them in paper towels, and it really extends the shelf life of the fish. The first step is we're gonna take the skin off of this loin. I'm just gonna run that along the skin so nothing goes to waste here. What do you want, some sushi? Sushi, come. Would you sit? Oh, sushi. Oh, nom, 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 nom. So today I'm gonna make 2 burgers. Cut that off. Still got a little bit of bloodline there. Let's get that all out of there. So the sirloin we're gonna save for grilling. This we're gonna chop up and make some burgers. I usually don't cook with these lunch lady gloves on, but Adam the cameraman did a pretty good job at dicing my fingertips up with the drone, so I don't want anybody getting a Band-Aid in their burger, so I'm gonna wear the lunch lady gloves. So now we're gonna wanna dice this up pretty fine. Ah, my finger! Just kidding. All right, today I'm just making 2 burgers, one for myself, one for Adam the cameraman, even though he almost tried to take my fingertips off. So I think that's gonna be enough for 2 burgers. Got a bowl that I've been chilling in the fridge. Chickens want some sushi too, they love it as well. All right, kind of the main ingredient in this is Worcestershire sauce. Really has that kind of beefy, bold flavor. So I'm gonna add about, let's call this maybe a teaspoon. We're gonna do about the same amount of soy sauce. We're gonna add, oh, I don't know, maybe a tablespoon of mayonnaise. That's gonna give it a little bit of fattiness. Give this a good dose of black pepper. And we're gonna need a little bit of bread to hold this together. I like using English muffins anytime I'm using fresh breadcrumbs. 1 English muffin will make about 1 cup of breadcrumbs. Next up, we're gonna add 2 slices of American cheese, and I know what you're thinking, why is the cheese going inside the burger? And there's a very good reason for that. It's gonna help it hold together when we cook it. It's gonna act sort of like a glue when it melts. Next up, just a light drizzle of olive oil. That's gonna give it a little bit of flavor. It's also gonna add a little fat to it. I'd say maybe a teaspoon or so. And last but not least, and this is very important, this is 1 egg white that's been whipped. And this is gonna be the glue that's gonna hold our burgers together. Now we're just gonna give that a good stir. And now we're gonna refrigerate this for about a half an hour, and that's gonna really help it firm up and form a solid burger patty. Everybody knows that there's one thing and one thing only that can make a tasty burger even better, and that's bacon. So this is an All-American Tuna Burger. We're gonna add, do 4 slices of bacon for 2 burgers. Fire in the bacon. Now we could certainly use our trusty old gas grill here to grill the burgers. That would certainly be a lot easier, it'd be cheaper. But I'm so old school, I love my charcoal, and I especially love charcoal anytime I'm grilling fish. Charcoal cooks much hotter. Good charcoal, properly prepared, cooks around 700, 800 degrees, so you get a real nice sear on the fish without overdoing the center. Our fire starters are burning good. Now it's time for the charcoal. So this will take about probably 15 minutes. This will be ready to go. So head back into the kitchen, flip that bacon. I smell bacon. So yeah, it's early July now. Lettuce really does not like hot weather. And you can see like this stuff here is starting to bolt. It gets real bitter, but this red leaf lettuce, for whatever reason, seems to last a little bit longer than the others. And I pick it just by the leaf. I don't wait for a whole head of lettuce. I just kind of pick the leaves as I need them. And actually behind us, we have these daylilies, and these things are everywhere. Not only edible, but they're actually delicious. Like, I'll come out here sometimes and just snack on these. All right, it's been 15 minutes. We're gonna dump our charcoal out of the chimney hopefully without burning ourselves. Put the grate in. We're going to cover this, and we're going to let this go for another probably 5, 6, 7 minutes. Let's go make some patties. So this has been in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes. I usually like to go a little bit longer, but we're kind of time constraints here. So now we're just going to form our patties. I got my lunch lady gloves back on. Press that into a ball and then flatten it out. So this mixture is looking a little bit looser than I'd like it to be. I probably should have put some more of that English muffin in there. I'm gonna add a little bit of breadcrumbs to help thicken this up and help it hold together. Just need something to really help it bind together. That already looks better. Now we're gonna form our patties, sort of press it tightly into a ball. I just want to give these a little drizzle of olive oil. This is going to help hopefully prevent them from sticking to the grill grates. And once they hit the grill, that egg white is going to bond up pretty quick, and that's really going to help them hold together. And last but not least, we're going to sprinkle a little salt on top. Burn, baby, burn. Set timer for 3 minutes.
3 minutes, counting down.
A little bit of finely diced red onion gives it a little crunch. Our nice fresh lettuce. Make sure we get some flowers on there. It'll be a tasty burger. Oh, I almost forgot the most important part. Bacon. Top it off. So there you have it, the All-American Tuna Burger. If you close your eyes, if you dipped a little ketchup on that, you'd swear you were eating a real hamburger. If you want to learn more recipes for our local fish, pick up a copy of On the Water magazine, in which I write a monthly column entitled Living Off the Land and Sea. Features all local fish and shellfish, a lot of good recipes. Learn things like the All-American Tuna Burger. Time to dig in. That is a tasty burger. I know there's people out there that would be outraged that I'm eating fresh bluefin tuna with a little bit of ketchup. A little dab. Don't knock it until you try it. That is a tasty burger.